Hey, welcome back to my channel. And today I'm very excited because it's a very special video. Last night I went to the concert of Jonny at the ACL Live in Austin, Texas. I had VIP passes. I met him. I'm sure I'll share pictures here somewhere. And he's so sweet. And I did give him my little CD of the 2 songs I have now, because I'm sure if you guys been watching my videos, I said I was doing my 3rd song right now, and I'll be performing soon. I know I keep saying that, but soon. He took it. He said he'll listen to it. What the result is, hey, I don't know. But the point is that he was willing to listen to it. I got pictures, autographs. It was fantastic. If you go follow me on my Instagram, Twitter, and on my Facebook artist page, which is down in the description, you'll see highlights, stage, bits of the performances, and even the opening act. They were really sweet too, and I'm usually picky about that. But let's dive into the video. Today it's about the look, about get ready with me makeup look that I did to go to the concert, because my ideal plan was to do it at the hotel, but yeah, the light was horrible. You couldn't, it was I just came from Houston not too long ago, so I decided while it's still fresh in my mind how to do it, I thought I would videotape it for you. So this is my get ready with me when I met Jonny, my idol, and yes, my dream is to be able to somehow do a duet with him and maybe be an opening act for him. Maybe perhaps he can be a mentor. Maybe he'll remember me, because while I was there he remembered my name. So alright, I'll hush. I hope you enjoy the video, and until next time, bye. I'll miss you. Alright, well, the rest of this video is going to be a voiceover. Alright, the first thing I'm going to use is the Too Faced Prime and Poreless. I put it all over my face. Oh, just so you know, I'm trying this new format, just trying to see what you guys like and don't, and well, yeah. So basically, I'm doing this to prime my face and also a barrier with the makeup. That way it won't, like, you know, hurt my skin. And so I'm just going on there. Then the next thing I'm going to use is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I use it as a primer for my eyes. It just helps set any colors that I'm going to be putting on my eyes. So I go on there. And then, you know, second eye, same process. So I speeded it up just a tad. All right. So the next thing is the Urban Decay Shadow. It's the same thing, kind of the primer of the Urban Decay, but in Eden. And, you know, I use my beauty blender. Go ahead, you know, put that in. I know 2 is a little bit excessive, but, you know, I'm going to a concert. Now, I'm using this Marc Jacob palette. We got it at the Christmas set. It was one from last year. I don't think they no longer use it, but I'm using Light On, that shadow, the second right there on that little picture you see. If you don't have these colors, I'm sure you guys have something similar to these colors in your collection, but this is Light On from Marc Jacob, and I'm using the brush, the E40. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. And then yes, I have another E40 brush, and I will be using this next color. It's called Dimmer. It's like a light brownish, so if you have that in your collection, that'll work. As you can tell, it's kind of maybe like 2 shades above my skin. So you go ahead and you just go ahead, blend it in. That's basically all I'm doing with the E40s. That's why I love them so much. And then go ahead and do the same process for the other eye. Of course, I speed it up, you know, go over the crease. And then I have another E40. This came from the Tarte Unicorn collection. The next color is Twilight. And you just go right over Dimmer. The same process on both eyes. Just use the pigmentation that you are comfortable with. Then yes, another E40 that has no product on it. Just go over it. Is the whole purpose of it is basically to blend. Blend is key, people. Blend. You're at war. I'm kidding. Then yes, another E40, which is the same E40 that you used the first color on Dimmer. Just go ahead and go over it with that, because that helps also to have all the colors, the purple and that brown, to mesh seamlessly. As you can see, it's a lot better. And then, you know, keep going, both eyes. And then I have, shocking, a MAC flat brush. I forgot what number that was. But just any flat brush, and you use it on the lid. I use Violet Hour. It's like a very light purple, as you can tell. And just put it all over the lid.
Yeah, it's just all over it. And if you want it a little bit more intense, use the MAC Fix Plus, or I think the Makeup Forever has kind of like a setting spray that you can use about the same type of idea. But yeah, just right there over the lid, just the light purple with the flat brush. Just any flat brush would do. Then of course, back to an E40 brush with no product and just go over it again, just to blend everything seamlessly. Then I use an E25 from Sigma. I forgot to mention, besides that brush, all my brushes are Sigma. The next color, I'm using it for the outer corner, is called In the Dark. And any kind of dark grayish black works. This one has a speck of sparkle in it. And as you can tell, just make a little triangle on the outside and just blend it out. And you're going to be outside your eyes and everything else. No worry, we'll clean up in a minute. But there you go. Now, another quick tip, if you want to use tape, if it bothers you that much, you can. I can do that to show you how to do that in another tutorial. If you want me to, just let me know. Then, of course, E40, blend everything out. You know, nice and seamlessly on both eyes. Then, you know, I like to go over it again for more pigmentation, because after you blend, you know, colors tend to kind of go away because you're blending them out. Then I use the Kat Von D Holographic. You can use it for the eyes, lips, whatsoever. I like using the ultraviolet. I think it's amethyst. Well, I spelled it. And you just use your finger. It's best to use your finger on these, and you just put it on the outside of your lid. Put it on top of where that ultraviolet you put. You see how much pop that gave into my eye? And these, I love these because you can use it for your lips. And oh yeah, there's the E40. Just go ahead and blend everything out. That's always key. Once you put something, just blend. And yeah, now use the Too Faced Brownie. My shade is an auburn, and you just, you know, comb your hair out. Oh, what I was going to say with the other palette, you can use it for your eyes, lips, anywhere that you want, and even as a highlight. I'll do more of those in the future. If you want me to, just comment below. As you can tell with the brow pencil, that's just my preference. I shape the outside of my brow, and then I go ahead and fill it in. And you can go ahead and fill it in as dark or as light that you feel comfortable with. Just keep at it. See, all the way to the end. Just make sure you try your best to get like a little sharp, like triangle corner. And if you mess up, it's okay. I'm gonna show you in a second what to do, because I tend to mess up. See, one eye. Second eye, I speeded up a little bit since you kind of saw how I did it. But boo! Ugh, told you I messed up. So I used the Tarte shape tape. You can use any concealer. I used this concealer brush. It's from Sigma. It is an F70. F as in Fox. F70. And so I go underneath, you know, just how I shaped it at first, but just go underneath there, under and above. And I know it looks really white, but it will be blended out. I'll show you in a second how to blend that out. And basically you grab good old beauty blender and just, you know, dab, dab, dab until it slowly goes away, underneath and on top. Then you just use any flat brush. This one, of course, is the one of the Mary Kay's old ones that I like. I'm using Candlelight from this palette, and just, you know, go over it underneath there. Then I use, yes, the one drugstore I do like. It is the Maybelline Black is Black, and I'm using a definer brush. And yes, this is from Sigma. I can't remember the number, but any angle brush would do, or even a fine tip, whichever you are comfortable with. But as you can tell, I'm going right just on the edge there. Just on the edge. Have a steady hand. Don't do a wing or anything. Well, I mean, you can if you want to. I'm just horrible at doing wings, and two, I don't think they look good on me. But I do like doing this. That's halfway. And then you do the same thing on the other eye. See? Bam! Yay! My eye looks like it has a shape. I know, I got excited. Then, the next step is the pons. Clean it up. Now you see why I always do eyes first? Because you clean up all the mess. And then you get to see, yay, final product. Okay, I know I'll put my lashes first. Basically, that was the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And then I used the Tarte eyelashes, and they're in Flirt. And then I'm using Nude from HourGlass, and you put it all over the face. Just FYI, I tend to use the eyelashes from Tarte. They're just so easy to put on. You don't even have to cut them sometimes. They're easiest to put. Now, this is the Makeup Forever Y305. It's my shade, and I just put it on top of that. Like, I pump it onto my hand. I mix it. I use the Sephora Brow flat brush, foundation brush, and I just put it all over my face. Now, I do blend a lot of my foundations because I really haven't found one that's all I can use in certain finishes. And with these two foundations, I like using it when I go do shows or see important people like this. And if you're wondering why I use the Beauty Blender, well, I like things to look as flawless as possible, and that helps the situation. So, because sometimes the brush can leave streaks. So, then I use the Tarte concealer and go underneath the eye. Not so much for concealing, but I use those T-zones mostly for brightening. See, I'm going into war. I don't like dullness. Beauty Blender, and you go underneath. You blend, blend, blend. La, la, la. Last few places. Blend, blend, blend. And then, I know, I'll look scary. White, like it goes. Woo! Now I use the Too Faced Cocoa. And the first thing I use is Light Cocoa from the palette. And, I just use any small brush. And I use it to set under the eyes. Now, when I travel, I prefer using palettes because it's just easier to me bringing stuff individually. So that's why you're going to see a lot of palettes in this tutorial. Then, that's done. Yay! Then I use the Bin 9 Banana Powder. And I go ahead and start to bake under my eye. And so I want to look flawless. And then I use the Prisme Libre one from Ginvenchy. And I just go ahead and put it all over, my face and on my neck, forehead. And that helps discolorize any discoloration I may have. And that is, yes, a brush from Tarte from the Unicorn collection. And then I continue using the Bin 9, mostly to bake. And if you have a hard time with your contour, just FYI, a little tip or bronzer, and it goes more down than what you want it to, use this trick and use it as a guideline, because you're going to see in a minute how I use my bronzer to use it, and that way you don't have to worry so much about like, oh, it's too down, and yeah, so you'll see in a minute. Now I'm using Abyss from Urban Decay, and then I use the Marc Jacob, I think it's the Odysea C. I used it in my last tutorial I did for Beauty and the Beast. So I put it under there. And believe it or not, I'm going to add one more. That's I think that's called Midnight from Marc Jacobs. I like Marc Jacobs because they actually stick to my eye, bright colors. But I have to put a lot under there. So, yeah. So I mixed all those three colors in there. See? Nice, pretty. Hey. Then I can start swiping the bake under my eyes. See how much more smoother I look? It's beautiful, isn't it? Then I go back to the palette and I go ahead and use the Pop of Light again and just use it all underneath there. Just to set it, just to make sure everything looks okay, any fallout, blah, blah, blah. Then I go ahead and start using the products. Now this is Medium Cocoa and I just start using it there. You see what I mean? It's like a guideline. So, and remember to always go a little bit above your ear. It just looks a lot better and it makes you look a lot slimmer on the face. So just makeup tip there, T-I-P, tip. I use my forehead. You don't have to bronze your forehead, but I do because I like the effect of it. Or if you have too big of a forehead, then yes. And yes, I also use this to, I use the little brush that goes within the palette to bronze and contour my nose. And then I use dark cocoa and I go on top. You don't have to use dark cocoa, and this may be a little bit too much for some people, but I figure, look, if I'm going to buy makeup, it better show up on my face. I want it to last on my face all day, especially for a concert. Oh, yeah. See? Then I use this brush. It is the E30 from Sigma. And I use the same colors that we did before. Same colors on the top, same colors at the bottom. So I believe this was dimmer. And you use it all the way from the to the inner corner, all the way to the outer corner. See? You just go ahead. And you do the same thing for the other eye, by the way. Same thing. Same process. See? I know. I wish I was that quick. I wish! But, you know, perfection takes time. And then I go ahead and use that darker color. The darker purple that I use, but only put it halfway. Don't go all the way in. Just put it halfway. Just put it halfway. Because that's where the smokiness is coming in. See? Halfway. And then I pick up another brush. It's the same pencil brush. It's just another one, another E30. And we use that light purple. And we go up to the inner corner and outer corner all the way in. Try to blend it in. As you can tell. Blend, blend, blend. Blend, 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 blend. Blend some more. And then I go ahead and use that dark purple again and then the light one again for more pigmentation. Then I go back to the Kat Von D and I use that ultraviolet again. And you use it all the way from the inner and outer corners, you'll see. See? And I use it for my inner corner highlighters too. See how beautiful pop that does? I love this little mini palette. It's so universal. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, and then, you know, use another, it can be another pencil brush or a little fluffier brush and just use it to blend it in. No product on it, by the way. No product. Just blend, blend, blend. Yep, yep, yep. Blend, blend, blend. And then, you know, use that same flat brush you used to pop a color and just, you know, rub it in just to make sure there's no fallout. Next, I'm going to be using that same brush, that Tarte Unicorn brush, just to take away the powder from underneath. And this also helps keep your makeup on. I go back to the contour palette and I use the It Cosmetic Bronzer brush, I believe it was called. And I go and use the medium and the dark cocoa for my chin and underneath my neck. That way it all matches, and I like the look that the sun kissed me and to make me look close to a goddess as possible. At least that's what I tell myself. Then, you know, I go over more pigmentation with that brush I like for my cheeks and my forehead, and yes, even a little bit on my nose. Like I said, I like things to be shown on my face. And it's, like I said, especially doing showing stuff, it has to be aggressive. Then I use a little bit, just a teeny bitty bit of the Mandanizer. And I use the same brush, just a little bit. See? Bam! Just a little bit. Don't go all the way through. You don't want to be shiny. You want to be a goddess, not shiny. So, a little bit there. Then you turn the brush, if you use the same brush. And I put a little bit underneath my lip there as well, because that gives the illusion of it being like pouty. And then, of course, I go back into the contour Too Faced palette and I use the Pop of Light. And I use, of course, the Urban Decay fan brush and, of course, the unicorn set. And I just use it, and I use it for above my cheekbones, a little bit on my nose, on top of my lip, and underneath, like in between my cheek and my chin, I guess. And I just keep going to the pigmentation I like. Now, I want more pop than that. Now, if you like subtle, that's all you need. I like things to be intense. So, I use the Becca Opal on top. And, of course, the Bobbi Brown. This was from the Christmas collection last year. Gold, Bronze, and Wild Rose are the shades. He does sell them individually. He just, you know, like I said, I like bringing palettes with me. And I use those same areas. Then, I use this flat top kabuki brush and just go ahead, no product on it, just blend, 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 blend. See how one side looks more blended to the other? Just blend, blend, blend away. That's all that's for. Blend, blend, blend. La la la. See? Complete. Yay! Then I use the NARS Wamia is the shade. I love this brand because it doesn't tuck on your lips. And this is like the same color as my lips, but better in my opinion. And it's so soft and velvety. That's why I prefer the NARS lip liners than any other brand, personally. As you can tell, you know, I'm lining them up. And then afterwards, you're going to fill it in. See? Fill, fill, fill. Because I've worn this color by itself, too, and it's beautiful. Done. See? Mwah. Now, I go ahead and use the Beauty and the Beast Saphir Fair. I'm probably mispronouncing it. But it's from the Beauty and the Beast collection. It was in my last video. I'll link it below. And I just go ahead and put that on top. See? Nice, nude, but it's not enough for me. Now I use the Big Bang. It's the name of this lipstick. It's from Urban Decay. I just put it all over my lips. See? More pop, more glitter. Then I use Mauve Squad. This is from Smashbox. It's like a little bit more metallic. So I put it on top of those lips because I mix all of my lipsticks together. Then I use, of course, Severe Fair from the Beauty and Beast collection. Just the lip gloss on top just to give it more shine because I want to be noticed. In case you haven't caught that yet. So there you go. Beautiful. Yay! Absolutely gorgeous in my opinion. Then I use the Glam Go setting spray and I use it all over my face. So this is basically it. Remember to please subscribe and just let me know if you like this format, yes or no. I just want to see what you guys like. See, and my makeup is complete. And remember to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube at Need Blue Singer. And thank you so much. Love you, miss you, and I'll see you till next time.